Well, hello and welcome to Rosalie's Kitchen. You know, guys, it's the new year and I've really got a meal for you that just start the year off in a bang. You know, I am the author of Rosalie Serving Italian Cookbook and Rosalie Serving Country. And today we have to start the new year off Italian. So if you happen to have my Rosalie Serving Italian Cookbook, on page 151, I have got the best shrimp fettuccine ever. So I'm so excited to share that with you today. Let's get started. First thing we want to do is, we have our skillet right here. We're going to put in a 1/4 cup of butter, and we're going to melt that. And to that, we're going to add our extra virgin olive oil. We're going to go ahead and put about a 1/4 cup of that. And with any dish, if you feel like you need a little bit more along the way, you can always add a tablespoon or two more. And be sure you want to use your extra virgin olive oil. And now we're going to add to that 3 cloves of garlic. When I'm talking about cloves, I mean these big ones. You don't want a tiny clove because this dish loves garlic. So you want about a good teaspoon of chopped garlic to your dish. So here's our 3 cloves of our garlic. And like I said, it wouldn't hurt if you had some bigger plump one, but you want a nice plump one like that. Okay? And now we're going to take our slotted spoon, actually spatula here, and we're going to saute this garlic. I've got this on medium right now, just so beautiful like that. We're going to add to this mixture right here our 3 cups of broccoli florets, and that adds up to about a large bunch of your broccoli. And it doesn't matter if that butter's not melted yet, because you want these vegetables to be crisp tender in this dish. Now we're going to add another 2 cups of our thick sliced mushrooms, white-capped mushrooms. We're going to add that right now also. And we're just going to stir those in. Now this should cook for about just 3 to 4 minutes, just enough to get it warmed and in with the garlic and the butter and the olive oil. Now right now we're going to go ahead and add about 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and use your nice coarse sea salt for this dish. You want a nice 1.5 teaspoons. Go ahead and just salt your vegetables. And then about a 1/2 teaspoon or to a teaspoon of your ground black pepper. Okay, so this dish goes very, very fast because we want it to be crisp tender and we want our sauce not to burn. Okay, so we'll be back in just a moment. 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to stop this at about 2 minutes. You can see they're still very crisp, but that's how I want it. So let's make that just 2 minutes on the sauteing the vegetables. Now we're going to take 4 cups of heavy cream, and we're going to pour that over this mixture. This is still in my skillet at 250 degrees, which would be a low medium. You want a large skillet or large pan to make this sauce in so that everything will fit with your pasta. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and slowly add a cup of cheese at a time so that we have our 3 cups of cheese. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And this is our Kraft Parmigiana cheese. If you like a cheese that's freshly grated from the hill, you can do that. I love this cheese. It seems to be so light and wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle that right on there. And we're going to work this in again with our slotted spatula because we don't want this cream to burn. We just want it to get to a soft, gentle boil. Or simmer, I should say. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this cheese in 1 cup at a time, and about 30 seconds to 1 minute on each time to let that get in and melt in with the cream. I'm going to go ahead and add our 2nd cup. And if you feel like you need to adjust your heat on this, you can, just so that we keep it at just a gentle, I said boil, I'm going to say a gentle simmer there. Very, very carefully, that we don't want to burn our cream. Okay, so we're going to wait till this gets in, just about another 30 seconds, and then we're going to keep adding our milk and keep adding our cheese. Be back in a sec. Okay, you can see a gentle simmer here now in the bubbling. That took about 3 minutes. I'm still stirring because I don't want it to burn. And this is just exactly how it should look. Now we're going to go ahead and add our crab meat. And that is 1.5 cups of our crab meat. I have used imitation crab meat here. You can use the fresh if you'd like. You can use a canned, whatever you like. I do love this imitation. It works so well. It's just a sweet, wonderful taste on the crab. Now we're going to add, let's see, I think we've got about 3 to 4 cups here. It's a small bag of our medium shrimp. This has been cleaned, peeled, and devined. So we're going to go ahead and add about 3 to 4 cups of the shrimp. This shrimp has already been cooked, so it is just slightly still cold. I'm putting it in here because, as you know, this shrimp in within 2 to 3 minutes is going to be just ready. And this dish is going to be ready. We do have one more step, so we're going to give this about 2 minutes, the crab meat and the shrimp, just to enjoy this gentle simmer here and for the flavors all to come together. We'll be back in a moment. Alright guys, so we're back, and look at that beautiful sauce with the shrimp and the crab meat. Oh my goodness, we've got the big broccoli florets, thick sliced mushrooms, all in our beautiful creamy cheese sauce. Now we're going to add 2 cups of roque provel. This is pretty reminiscent here in St. Louis. If you can't get roque provel, because we do have the Emo's restaurants here in St. Louis, and they use this wonderful roque provel in their pizza, and we do feature it in our stores. But if you can't get that, then try to get a provolone, just a chunk of it. Ask for your, when you go there to the meat counter and your deli counter, ask for that and have them to chunk it up. It should melt. You want this to melt. You can see how that is easily melting so beautifully right in the sauce. If you want to make it and you're snowed in and you got everything but your cheese, you know you could use 2 ounces of velveeta. You could, and it would be good, have a little bit different, wonderful, cheesy taste, but it would work. So don't say you can't make this. There's a whole lot of little angles you can get around. And you know, guys, I know you're all on diets, but look, somebody's going to celebrate their birthday or their anniversary, or they're going to graduate this year. And it's going to be in the month of January. So you make them this beautiful shrimp fettuccine. Alright, our sauce is done. All the cheeses have melted in beautifully. And we're going to give it just a little bit more of our ground cracked pepper right here. We're going to give it a taste to see if we need anything else in it. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and boil 1 pound of barillas fettuccine. I love barilla. It's the best. But whatever you have, be sure it's a pound of shrimp fettuccine. This will serve about 6 to 7 people. Alright, see you in a second. Well guys, we're back, and we've boiled our fettuccine al dente, no more than 10 to 12 minutes. And we've drained it. We're going to go ahead and put it in our large pasta bowl right here. And our sauce is all ready. And actually, if you'd like, let's just put it right into our sauce just for about a minute, just to make sure that it gets all covered and coated with our cheese. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and put it into our large, beautiful bowl that we have here. Look at those succulent pieces of shrimp, guys. Crab meat, broccoli, mushrooms. Oh my goodness, you guys are going to flip over this meal. All right, we're going to disconnect here, and we're going to go ahead and turn it onto our beautiful bowl. And this is your New Year's bang recipe, shrimp fettuccine. There it goes. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. Well, serve it tonight with a piece of hot bread and your wonderful salad. And let's put just a little bit of our cracked pepper all over it. Straighten it out here just a little bit. And there it is. Maybe a sprinkle of cheese if you'd like that over the top. And there we have it. God bless you and Happy New Year. Please enjoy this wonderful, wonderful dish. And look me up at RosalieServingItalian.com. Thank you.